Hi, everybody. It's Julie with Red, Wine, and Blue. So glad to have you here today for this Train in 10 video all about our Rally Your Squad program. I know that you're here because you are as concerned as I am about the November elections, and you're probably thinking, what can I do to make a difference? Right here is where you can make a difference. We are going to be talking about how you rally your squad. How do you turn out your friends and family to vote? Because that can make a huge impact up and down the ballot this election. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, what is at stake. And I don't think it's hyperbolic to say really everything is at stake. We know that there is an agenda that the extremist candidates are going to implement if they are elected, and some of the things are listed here on the screen. And this isn't just about the presidency. This goes all the way down the ballot. Congress, state legislatures, Supreme Courts, judicial races, and local elections like school board. These policies will be implemented at all levels of government. So we need to make sure our friends and family are aware of this and that they are voting from the top of the ticket all the way down to the very last election. So how can we make an impact? It is by having those conversations with our family and friends to make sure that we are influencing them to get out to vote. We know there are people right now who are saying they're not going to vote at all. They may not just be interested, they may be fed up. We need to make sure that they turn out to vote. We also may have people who will just vote the top of the ticket. They're not aware of what's going on down the ballot. They don't know the candidates. And so they'll vote maybe the top couple of offices and then they'll stop. We need them to vote all the way down because they can make a huge difference on so many levels. And so we need to make sure they're informed voters. And that goes to the uninformed voters. There's a lot of people who turn out to vote and don't know what the candidates stand for, don't know if they're voting against their own interest. And we need to make sure that our friends and family know what is at stake and who are the common sense candidates. So talking to your friends and family is called relational organizing. And it sounds fancy, but it's not. It's really just friend to friend organizing. It's the simple proven concept that people talking to their friends and family is way more effective than strangers talking to strangers. And there is also data behind this to prove that point. I'm going to take 1 minute to brag on Red Wine and Blue members. You all are really good at relational organizing. Let me give you a little bit of information. So presidential campaigns will spend millions and millions of dollars just trying to move voter turnout by as little as 1%. Why? Because that wins elections, just 1%. So I'm going to show you what you all did last election. We had the data analyzed, and here's what we found out. You all increased voter turnout by 10.1%. That is unheard of. Okay. So the people that you all contacted, your friends and family through this program, we saw their turnout to vote increase by 10.1%. Amazing. And that's not all. The people who volunteered with this program, who you think would be the super involved people already voting, not necessarily. We saw a 7.3% increase in those people turning out to vote. And that I really love this statistic because we cut through partisan lines with this work. We reach people that may never be reached by a candidate or campaign. We reached Republicans and unaffiliated voters at 20%. That is huge. And this is the impact that you can make by engaging in relational organizing with this program. And those numbers are truly amazing, but it's also common sense. When you go out to buy a car and the salesperson tells you that this is the best car that's on the road today, you might be a little skeptical. They're trying to sell you a car. But when you talk to your friend who has that car and tells you, this is the best car I've ever owned, it's going to hold a lot more weight with you because they have no ulterior motive and you trust and believe in that person. In fact, data shows that 9 in 10 people trust the recommendations of their friends over any other type of messaging. And that's true whether it's a consumer product like a car or whether it's elections. You impact your friends. So what are we asking you to do? We are asking you to commit today to contacting 10 to 12 or more of your friends and family about elections, talking to them about what's at stake, and making sure that they get to the ballot box. I'm also going to guess that a lot of you are probably already doing this work. Your friends know that you're the person who pays attention to the news. They probably come to you and ask you questions about voting and issues. You're already doing this work. Let's show the impact that we are making with it. And since so many of you know that you are going to be the go-to person for your friends and family, and that you know how impactful this work is and that you want to make the difference, we have a resource that's going to make it even easier for you to do this work. It's called Rally. And Rally is your one-stop shop for everything you need to do relational organizing, friend-to-friend outreach to your friends. This is a place where you can keep a list of who have you contacted. You can make notes so you can remember what issues that they care about the most. You can see their voting history. You can track whether or not they've requested an absentee ballot, and most importantly, whether they've voted yet. And on the Rally platform, we give you actions to take, information you can share with your friends to start those conversations to help you begin that outreach. You probably had situations where, your friend will call you 2 days before the election, maybe even the morning of the election, and they're asking you, who do I vote for? I'm not sure what this issue is all about. And sometimes you have to get on Google, research it all for them. Well, now you have Rally. It is your one-stop shop to help you with all of the things you need to make sure your friends and family vote. Okay, so how do you get started? You're going to text Rally to 59868, or you're going to scan this QR code, which will take you to the Rally Your Squad landing page on the Red, White, and Blue website. And you're going to click on that. You're going to click the state that you want to join. You'll end up on the Rally landing page where you are going to sign up for an account or sign in if you've already had one. You were going to use an email to sign in. There are no passwords on Rally, so you can sign in with your Google or your Yahoo account, or if you have another email, then they will send you a magic link. And then you just click Join Campaign to join your states and then set up your profile. Pretty easy. Answer a few questions about yourself, and then you're going to match yourself to the voter file. If you do not see yourself in the voter file, then you just click none of these and then go check your voter registration. You all have heard of purges, right? And then the next step is to build your list. You're thinking of those 10 to 12 or more people that you are going to talk to about voting and elections. So on the tasks tab on Rally, you will see build your squad. So click add your contacts to get started adding that list. And if you're having a little bit of a problem thinking of the people you want to reach out to, there's a brainstorm function. Well, they'll give you categories to help you think through all the different people that you might be able to reach out to, and it will help you generate that list. And then adding your contact, you're going to add the names of the people that you are going to reach out to. If you've used the brainstorm function, make sure you get your list and add them all in. And just to be clear, we are not going to ask for phone numbers or emails because we are not contacting your friends. That defeats the entire point of relational organizing. We want you to be the one making that contact, having that influence. But we do want to match them to the voter file so we can get you all the information that you need and we can show the impact that we're making across our states. So you'll enter your friend's information, which will just be their name, their city, and their age range. And then you will match them to the voter file. Again, if they're not in there, you click none of us and then make sure you contact your friend about their voter registration status. And then you'll be asked to answer a key question about them, which is really just where are they on a scale of voting? Like they are going to turn out no matter what, or this is someone we really need to persuade, because what we're going to do is we're going to send you actions based on their status so that we can get the right actions to the right people. And then once you're set up, it is time to start reaching out to your friends. So on the tasks tab, you're going to see actions that you can take that are available for you in your state. Click talk to your contacts, pick out which friend you want to talk to and see what actions are available or suggested for them. Click the details on that action. And then once you've done it, very important to come back and click I did it. Reporting is so important because that is how you support Red, White, and Blue. That is how we get the data around this program. And that is how we show the impact that Red, White, and Blue members are having on this election. So we're going to do this together. And I have a challenge for you. Every time you are upset by something you see in the news, you're doom scrolling, every time you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you're going to take an action. You're going to rally your squad. You're going to get on and contact one or two friends. Promise you're going to feel much better and you're going to be making a huge difference in this election. So here's the game plan. Just as a reminder, make your list. Who are you going to contact? 10, 12 or more people. Keep adding to that list as the election goes. Get yourself set up on Rally. Then go in and check out the Rally actions that you can take, have those conversations, share that information with your friends, and then report back that you had them. Tell us who you've talked to, who have you impacted, so that we can show the world Red, White, and Blue members are not going to sit by and let extremism take over our country.